Thank you, Chuck. Good morning. Obviously we got two goals coming into every season as a team. One of them winning the Commander-in-Chief trophy, and also, winning our conference. I mean, they're just goals that we always have as a team. So, we start on hopefully the first leg on one against Air Force. We know them very well. Obviously, we play them every year. Coach Calhoun's a really good football coach. And we know it's going to be a battle in these games. We never look at the records because we recognize that, we're very, very similar. We recruit guys that are on their team. They recruited guys that are on our team. We're both service academy schools, so we go through similar things during the day school-wise, so we know what type of discipline that their players have and kind of, how mentally tough they are. And we know it's going to be a tough game playing in Colorado Springs, but, we had a good week of practice. We were able to get some guys back in practice that were banged up after SMU, and hopefully we'll have another good week of practice. But we're looking forward to this game. We know it's going to be a great challenge, a tough game. It always is against Air Force, and, we'll have another week of practice this week.
We'll take questions for Coach Niumatalolo. Please hit star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
We'll go to Leo Haggerty with ITS Sports Magazine.
Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
Coach, this may be a moot point with you coaching at a military academy, but being the leader of your football program, do you feel a responsibility and an obligation to encourage your players to register and vote?
That's never come up, and I've actually never really talked about that. I mean, but I think here, guys, I don't know. I've never really thought about that, so I just kind of caught me off guard with that question. But no, I've never thought about that.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We'll continue to Bill Wagner with Baltimore Sun Media Group.
Hey, Coach, I am registered to vote.
Sorry, I kind of stumbled on that one. That kind of caught me off guard question, but
that's all right. I'm sure your guys vote. The Air Force, could you just expound a little bit on them? They've kind of had some struggles. It's been an odd season. They've fallen behind in games and come back, so they've shown some firepower, but in the end, they've struggled so far. Just tell me what you see out of Air Force to date.
Really, I see a lot of, I see Air Force, but they're in all their games. Yeah, they might struggle, but it's not like we're playing great either. I mean, we're trying to find our own way, and so, I think we're a team. I think again, they obviously are a team that we're in some games too, and had an opportunity to win some games, and they didn't find a way to win them, but they're in their games. We're similar. Our thing kind of got out of hand in Hawaii, but we kind of came back and had a chance to make it a game in the middle of the game, and obviously you lose by a point to SMU. So I think we're very similar right now. It's not like any of us are playing great, but I know who Air Force is. I know what kind of character their kids have. Their coaching staff, really, really good coaching staff. And so we expect a battle. And like I said, I mean, we are nobody to, to put our, put our nose up to any team or have any type of overconfidence or anything. I mean, it's not like we're playing great either.
Right. Well, and then secondly from me, Arian Worthman's a veteran quarterback with Service Academy game experience, yet I believe they used the freshman in the last game in the second half at least. Any thoughts on who you might see at quarterback on Saturday?
No, I don't. I guess the other kid, their starter had a concussion. I don't know if he'll be back. I don't know. But the thing about it, you watch all three of them. They're all really good quarterbacks. And so they all can throw the ball. They can all run. They're all big physical kids. So the one thing that I do know when you see all three of them can run their entire offense. So I don't think that'll, inhibit Coach Deason at all. I mean, you look at them, they're all they all can run, they all can throw the ball, they're all strong runners. And I was really impressed with that, freshman that came in at the end of with Nevada. I thought he did a good job. So I don't know, but we'll get ready for a really good Air Force quarterback, and I know whoever plays, they'll have him ready.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Hi, Wags.
We'll go to Brent Bigman with Colorado Springs Gazette.
Hi, Coach. Carrying on with that quarterback conversation, so Donald Hammond, the sophomore who came in, what did you see skill set wise from him that might set him a little bit apart?
Oh, sorry, he's a sophomore, but yeah, I think they're all very similar. You know what I mean? He threw that last Hail Mary he threw, or Big Ben pass he threw at the end. I mean, the ball traveled, almost, between 65 and 70 yards, and threw it off one leg and scrambling around a little bit, so the kid has a cannon. One of the runs, he went up the sidelines towards the end zone. I mean, the corner was waiting on him. He just kind of ran over the corner and kept running. I don't know how many reps he gets during the week. Maybe he got more this week with Sanders being out. But I was impressed. It's hard to get one quarterback ready, but they had a few guys ready. But his skill set, I think, is very, very similar to all three. All three quarterbacks are strong arms. They all can run, all physical runners. They present all the same problems. You can't gang up on the run because they'll beat you over the top. And, if you try to take other things away and make him become the runner, they're really good runners too, so it presents a lot of problems.
Did you recruit Hammond at all?
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't remember.
Okay, and then one more thing. Defensively, with the new defensive coordinator, whoever that is, do they do anything different that you're seeing on tape?
They haven't played an option team yet, so not sure. But, a lot of their concepts that they're running against conventional people seem similar. I don't, like I said, we're trying to figure out who the coordinator is, but we don't know. And so I'm sure they'll have similar concepts, but we really don't know. Like I said, because they haven't played an option team yet, so we'll just get ready the best we can. But we'll kind of see. But they don't seem far off from what they've done in the past. They might do one thing more than they've done in the past, but similar things to what they've done in the past.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We'll now go to Justin Mears with SB Nation.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Wags kind of stole my first question, but, a key for Air Force this year has been defensive and special teams touchdowns. I believe they have one in every single game. That's kind of propelled them back into the games. Do you think that's going to be an important factor going into this game?
Most definitely, especially since, in two of our losses, we gave up a punt, a blocked punt for a touchdown, and our loss versus SMU, we had a kickoff return for a touchdown. And, we definitely got to take care of the football. We can't allow them to, we can't turn the ball over, but we definitely can't give up any big plays in special teams. And, normally in most games, those are going to, cause you to lose anyway when you turn the ball over or when you have a big play against you in special teams. That normally, dooms you and doesn't, bode well for your team. So in the Service Academy game, they're always big, but any game they're big. And Air Force has done a really good job, in that, and we got to do a good job of, negating that the best we can.
And do you think that now that you guys have been in the AAC for a few years, and obviously Air Force has been in the Mountain West for a while, that this kind of extends to some conference pride as well? Do you kind of feel that from your AAC counterparts? That they're like, hey, let's go get this for the AAC as well, that they kind of take pride in you being their Service Academy team?
Well, I think, anytime you play out of the conference, you represent your conference. When you become a part of a conference, obviously you represent your institution and your school first and foremost, but you also represent your conference. And so when you go outside of your conference, it's just naturally that, obviously we're representing Navy, but we're representing the AAC, and they're representing Air Force and also the Mountain West. conference. So, I mean, those are all definitely, rivalries that are always in there, both school and league.
Yeah. And then the last thing I had was, how nice is it to have 6-week exams fall before this game? I know some years it ends up falling on Air Force Week. You have 6-week exams, and from the school wise and obviously from the team wise, how nice is it to kind of get that out of the way before this game?
Well, Justin, you're exactly right. It's always tough. We've done it before, and it hasn't done really well, and we've spent a lot of time trying to, hopefully those guys can get sleep on the plane or whatever they can do because they're dead after 6 weeks. They're just tired.
Yeah.
And I also, and I've always recognized that, playing on 6 weeks or exam week is not a very good time to play. And I think more so last year even hurt us more when we played Temple on a exam week, and we also played on a Thursday. It's probably the worst we played all year last year. But I didn't factor in exam week and a short week playing on Thursday, like you said. So fortunately, the exams are out of the way. Hopefully we can focus on getting ready for one of our rivals, and hopefully it helps us.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
All right. Thanks, Justin. Good talking to you.
Coach, thank you so much for your time this morning. We look forward to hearing from you once again next Monday.